I'm not even in a silly mood, to be honest, because I like to be honest. I'm so tired right now, I can't even get out of my bed. Um, and that's not a bad thing. Like I say repeatedly, better to be tired and complaining about being too busy than to be well rested and complain about not being busy enough. But you know what happens in bed? Sleep, which I don't get much of, masturbation, which I do a lot of, and talking about celebrities. And I'm going to start off by talking about celebrities masturbating. Specifically, Bella Thorne. She was trending last night worldwide on Twitter after a video of her fingering herself in her car went viral. In that video, you hear her speaking about needing a father. Well, guess what, people? It wasn't her. In fact, it's now been proven that that video that was spliced together, edited to make it seem like it was her, was from an old video. Bella took to Twitter herself to deny that that was her masturbating in a car, and also to say the following. The worst part of this video is them making fun of the fact that I lost my father. You're right. Me being daddyless is so funny. I probably would not have worded it that way, but she's clearly hurt, understandably, and hurt for many reasons on many levels, superficially and deeper. She's hurt by what happened with trending worldwide in that video that wasn't her, and she clearly is hurt by her dad's death within the last 12 months, as you can maybe read into things, and her acting out recently and her completely making over her image and this rebellious phase that she's going through, which hopefully is just a phase. She's claiming not to be doing drugs, but I would dare her to take a polygraph. I would ask her to her face. And I'm a Bella Thorne fan. I like her. She's on Molly. And lots of Molly. The MDMA, the ecstasy, whatever you want to call it. She's on it. ... Allegedly. I don't clearly know for a fact, but come on. Molly Queen. Raver icon. She's not going to all those circuit parties, the festivals and doing all that and just hanging out. She's young. I think she's still a teenager. Let me see how old she is. Bella Thorne is 19 years old. She's 19 years old. She can be a mess. This is her time to be a mess. This is her time to be a sloppy mess. When you're in your 20s, you can still be a mess, just don't be as sloppy. And then once you have a 3 in front of your age, you gotta get your shit together. It has to be, because you're too old by that time that you've got a 3 in front of your age. I'm almost 40 now, and I was saying this to a friend. I think I might have said it in the video too. If I'm repeating myself, that's okay. Repetition is one of the most important tools in life to learn, to teach. In my 20s, I felt less than. I felt unlovable. I didn't feel worthy. Now, I feel worthy and more than enough. And I'm so thankful I was able to get to that place. Not everybody's able to get to that place. From Bella Thorne to O.J. Simpson, this man clearly has no shame, no scruples, no morals. According to reports, once he is released from jail, O.J. plans to visit the gravesite of the woman he allegedly murdered. Sucks that I even have to say that, Nicole Brown Simpson. Although there still are some fucking people out there who think O.J. did not kill her. Who are you people? Who are you? Seriously, raise your hand and let me know why you think O.J. is innocent. Because he's not. But yeah, once he's out of jail, O.J. plans to visit the grave site of Nicole Brown Simpson. Awful, disgusting, horrid, very Trump of him. However, I had this deeper thought about OJ and his release. He is such damaged goods. I don't think he is going to be able to profit off of his notoriety once he's out of jail. Yes, in the past, OJ released that book, If I Did It. I can't believe that was even published. But the world has changed so much since OJ's been in jail for pretty much the last decade. I doubt any publisher would now publish an OJ Simpson book. I pray to God I'm not wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, but I don't think anybody would pay him for a book. I don't think anybody would pay him for an interview. I don't think he would get his own reality TV show. I'm not an idiot. A network would love to do a sit-down interview with him, but he won't make money from that. And also, no TV show will give him his own show, but he might be a guest on Keeping Up with the Kardashians or whatever. I hope I'm not wrong with that. Please let me not be wrong with that. I would have lost so much faith in humanity if I'm wrong. Speaking of losing faith in the White House, which I already don't have much faith in to begin with, Sean Spicer has resigned today as Donald Trump's press secretary because he's unhappy with how Donald Trump handled things recently. Trump just hired a new director of communications, and Spicy wants to give Trump a clean slate. La, 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 la. It should have come as no surprise to anybody. What's shocking to me is that it took this long for him to resign. He was probably asked to leave. And in the wake of Spicy's removal from the White House, Sarah Huckabee Sanders has now been named the new White House press secretary. And she will definitely do a better job than him, but I'm surprised that Kellyanne Conway was not given that job. I'm not a fan of Kellyanne Conway, but she is a smart woman who can out-talk her way out of any hole and would have done a better job than Sarah Huckabee Sanders. But in the past, Kellyanne has said that's a thankless job and she doesn't want to do it. And you know what? She's probably saving her butt by not being press secretary. That's just a big old target. I give Sarah Huckabee Sanders 14 months max. In other news, China has banned Justin Bieber from entering the country because of his bad behavior. The Bureau of Culture, the Beijing Municipal Bureau of Culture said in a statement, quote, to Justin Bieber, we sympathize, or to a fan, explaining their decision for why Bieber is no longer going to be allowed to enter China, quote, we sympathize with your feelings. Justin Bieber is a talented singer, but is also a controversial young foreign idol. We understand there are records of his bad behavior, whether it is in his private life abroad or on stage. So he's not welcome, which I think is bullshit, especially because, you know what? I have not been talking about Bieber's private life a lot recently. In fact, barely, if at all. I think Justin is in a nice zone right now, and he's kind of won me over. Not just because of Despacito, because he's kept quiet about things and is handling himself well, so boo-hoo, China. In more music-related news, Louis Tomlinson has released his new single with Bibi Rexha. It's called Back to You, and I really like it, which I'm surprised by because Louis earlier this year, or late last year, within the last 12 months, released another solo single. It was a collaboration with Steve Aoki, the DJ, and that song sucked. Sucked! This one, though, the one with BB, I love. Good for him. If you haven't heard it yet, you can hear it on PerezHilton.com right now. And finally, I want to really end things this week on a super positive note, something really exciting for me. I am a fan of most sitcoms in the 90s because that's back when I used to watch TV. I don't anymore. It's not a secret. I'm too busy for that. But I read up on everything and I watch clips. So I'm very well aware of everything out there. A reboot is in the works for Sister Sister. In a 90s kind of world, I'm glad I got my girl. Wait, is that Living Single or is that Sister Sister? Wait, that might have been the Living Single theme song. I think that's in the works too. I don't know. I'm all for these reboots too. I can't wait for somebody to reboot me. Boom, I'm out. And I've got time for some of your questions now. All right. Hey, Kate Ann. Hey, Paola. Hey, Darian. Hey, Kate Ann. Yes. Hey, Erica. I love seeing you. Hey, Ozzy Ivan Cabral. Thank you for sharing this. You're awesome. Aw, Monica. I don't think Bieber's a joke. He's very talented. Nancy, I strongly disagree with you. Hey, Leah Cunningham. Hey, Rigo. Hello, Maria. Hey, Jennifer, Rebecca. I love you, Melissa Ruiz. Hey, Charles Church. Handsome photo. Amen, Eliza Jane Beatty. And you know what? Let me just end here. I got to some of you. I love you. Thank you for watching. You are more than enough too. Remember that. When you can own that, that's when you're going to be all smiles, even if you're hella tired like me.